pointers. Dun, 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 dun. What?
Yeah.
What?
So here we go.
I'm so excited for this match now.
You guys are stoked.
Probably the only one. Oh my gosh.
Ready. Jeremy's showing off his handiwork on our iPad.
I took my face and put it on this iPad. So Jeremy, Season 1 champion.
Season 1 champ.
Said, hey, I played this deck in Legacy. It's called Lands. This is kind of like that, but not really.
Yeah, I threw him a bone here by calling it Lands, but really...
He's asked to call it Lands. When he signs it up for tournaments, he calls it Lands. It's Amulet Titan.
It's Amulet Titan.
Devin is playing Slivers. Okay. Talk to me about Devin as a player.
So, Devin is... I think Devin's like your typical Magic player.
Okay.
I think it's probably the best way to describe this. He will find a deck, play it for a while, normally gets wrecked. He'll put it together, either does really well or does really poorly, and if he does really poorly, he gets rid of it.
Mm-hmm.
So now I think I think he had Jund at one point.
He did,
and he was playing Jund for a while, as Jeremy plays his Ancient Stirrings off a Gemstone Mine, and then he decided to sell it.
Yeah, you need that money for bills and things like that. I can understand, but
Cavern of Souls, naming Dinosaur.
Oh, of course, Cavern of Souls on Dinosaur. There's the 8th Vial to help get those dinosaurs into play quicker.
But now I think we kind of talked about it because I played Devin as well last Tuesday during this tournament, and he basically said, you know what, I'm just gonna play for fun now.
Good.
And he brought Slivers.
That's definitely a fun deck to play. So he goes, all right, trigger. 8th Vial will tick up to 1. Mutavault.
Probably one of the best Slivers out there.
There's a Sliver.
There's gonna be a lot of that in this matchup there. That's
All right, so there's a couple of 2-drop Slivers that are important to be playing, like the ones that pump the team.
Yeah. And there is the Amulet of Vigor from Jeremy.
There's the Mana Dork Slivers. None of these Slivers look like one he's played, do they?
Guess that's not happening.
Blood
Jeremy
Grip.
with Azusa. Devin's gonna play a Blood Grip. Sorry guys, we're just trying to figure out what the heck this sliver is. And it looks like a Sedge Sliver.
And what does Sedge Sliver do?
Sedge Sliver says all slivers have this creature gets +1/+1 as long as you control a swamp, and you can pay a black and regenerate this creature.
So they all are getting +1 because the Blood Grip is out.
Yep.
And the Vile one too, so we could see him sneak in some dudes. And he's kind of debating, should he attack? And looks like going to send that guy across.
Crash. I'm going to assume it's at least a 2/2.
Yeah, it seems solid to assume it's at least a 2/2.
It's at least
2/2 for 2.
It's at least a 2/2. Now the thing to remember about this Slivers deck is it's running that modern powerhouse card that came out and Slaughter Packs. Yo, what's up? Sign blockers, kill that guy, lose that Sliver.
Guys.
It's running that powerhouse card.
That dominated standard.
That dominated standard. No, I'm not talking about Siege Rhino. Frenzy Sliver. It's Collected Company.
Collected Company is a great card for any decks that, you're going to try to sneak out a bunch of creatures. So.
Oh, nice. That's it. It's Frenzy Sliver. You are absolutely correct. Thanks, Charles.
Ah, cool. Charles knows what's up.
He knows his slivers.
He's a fan of knowing cards.
I don't know if we want to go that far. We don't.
Well, that's why I was like, maybe he's not a fan of slivers. Maybe he actually hates slivers.
Yeah,
so.
he knows exactly what it is. Looks like Vesuva
is now a gemstone.
Nice.
Dink.
Cruel Turf.
Bounce.
Play this Vesuva, make it a gemstone mine. Teleria West transmuted.
Oh yeah, he's got his awesome miscuts.
Get his miscut Summoner's Pact.
For the record, I'm indifferent towards slivers.
If I ever get pulled later on down the line, I am indifferent. Noted.
Yeah, thumbs that up. Look how cool that is. I actually am a big fan of how cool Jeremy's deck is right now. Lands are miscut, spells are miscut, some are foils, got signed, like
Sliver Hive?
no, that's the mana. Oh yes, the land, yes.
Yes, Sliver Hive.
And he played the mana one.
Mana Weft.
That one.
It's a neat looking sliver.
And then the guy that gives them toughness, I guess.
The Sentinel Sliver.
Mm-hmm.
Gives them Vigilance.
Oh, Vigilance. 2/2 with Vigilance.
Yep. And hey, what's up? I got this fantastic Mutavault / Sliver. Sliver Vault.
Sliver Vault, some might call him. And let's play Collected. All right. Beautiful is and forever will be a rat. All right, so he's got his slivers to have flying now, and
Gale Rider.
+1/+1.
And Sinew Sliver, yes.
I thought about making slivers after it made day 2 of a GP.
I know.
Oh, I remember.
I know. There's something that you all need to know about Nan. Not only does he want to play degenerate decks and make everyone really sad, like Lantern Control or
Infect
or Mono White Life Gain. And what was the other thing I needed to tell people?
Besides me playing those kind of decks?
Yeah, there was something else we told them earlier tonight.
I don't remember now.
Yeah, I don't remember. This is point number 3 about Nan, and really these 3 points are just gonna really show you what he is. He is gullible beyond belief when it comes to decks.
Yeah.
Like you can just watch it open, and someone can bring the jankiest of brews.
Oh man, and I get real excited.
And he does. He's like, "Oh, I gotta play this. What does it have? Oh, I have all these cards. Well, let's put them together.
Let's see what happens."
I'll bring it to a Tuesday. That's fine.
Yeah. And then I used to like fall on my face when I try to pilot something new, but that's okay.
And then he'll go back to infect.
And then I go, all right, I played weird stuff for a couple weeks. I need to win and feel like I'm crushing your hopes and dreams. I'm going to play infect for a week or two and then go back to weird stuff.
Gets a couple lands.
Trigger in. Oh, he's got 2 amulets now, so he's going to be like, hey, these are untapped.
Oh boy. I think the nice thing about Devin's deck that most decks don't have at this point in the game
There's a bunch of creatures.
is a bunch of creatures.
Like, it's, yeah. I mean, he's got 1 card left in hand. This is definitely not your normal matchup that you would see.
What?
You're not going to really see a Sliver player playing at the big opens.
What?
As you, okay, all right. There might be one, you know.
Yeah, his name is Adam Bowman.
And, you know, Devin might play it. But this lands deck, or Amulet Titan, is more popular now. I think it was in the top 32 of the Open. So it is something that you have to be aware of. Very similar in style to how Bloom Titan existed. Just a little bit slower, a little bit different in how you have to sequence your stuff and build your stuff up.
This land is your land. This land is my land. It's
Bleh, bleh, bleh.
okay, yeah, because nothing's better than playing a toolbox deck when you can just.
Till rest, and I'm going to be grabbing this engineered explosives.
I'm coming for your dudes.
And you look like you would like to lose a lot of your slivers.
No. Go ahead. Attack me. See what happens.
Alright, activate the Mutavault. All those guys got flying, so he does have that going for him. What is that one?
I don't know. Let's check. It's none of the usual suspects.
Devin's got some interesting stuff. Alright. Whatever it was, it ended the game.
Wow.
All of his guys have flying. And whatever that thing was to push him over the edge. I don't know.
Gale Rider is 1. Sentinel is 2. Mana Weft is 2. Sinew is 2. He had an engineered on 2.
But he had no mana to cast it.
Oh, no, crack it.
Or yeah, to crack it.
That explains it. So Cyber time?
Yeah. So Engineered Still is a great card I feel like to keep in here because you just got to get it out a little bit earlier. But let's see what other stuff. Oh, hey, whose do you want to read?
I'll read
Slivers.
Jeremy's.
What?
Yeah. 1 Bajuka Bog, 1 Fire Spout, 1 Leyline of Sanctity. You know what? He's got one-ofs for everything. Let's go back to the top. Bajuka Bog, Fire Spout, Leyline of Sanctity, Grafdigger's Cage, Dragon Lord Atarka, Nature's Claim, Pithing Needle, Seal of Primordium, Spellskite, Swan Song, Elder Scale Worm, Malira Sylvic Outcast, Skyline Cascade, Radiant Fountain, and Engineered Explosives. Alright, first off, let's get that second Engineered in. Second off, I'll take a Radiant Fountain.
Seems good.
Just gain some more life.
Yeah.
Grafdigger's Cage, let's bring that in.
I also like Fire Spout. Because
Fire Spout's good.
Like early enough that it can kill off the Slivers before they start getting too much plus one.
Definitely have to target it right in the beginning.
Yeah.
What does the Elder Scale Worm do? Don't worry, I got this card bought.
Oh, good. Watch it be from
4/3 green.
Oh.
7/7 trample. When it enters the battlefield, if your life total is less than 7, it becomes 7. As long as you have 7 or more life damage. Wow.
That's cool.
That's a lot of 7s. Lucky number 7.
7/7s.
What's the Dragon Lord Atarka do? While I'm looking that up, why don't you read Devin's?
Alright, so Devin's got a mix of 2-0s and 1-0s. He's got 2 Harmonic Sliver, 2 Dark Heart Slivers, 1 Sliver Hive Lord, 1 Bone Size Sliver, 1 Venom Sliver, 2 Striking Slivers, 1 Two-Headed Sliver, 1 Siphon Sliver, 1 Diffusion Sliver, and 1 Striking Sliver. Hey.
You should have just said they're all slivers. Let me read you what they are.
Yeah. So the striking one, I think, is the first strike guy from M14.
Hold on. A bunch of letters. Fun fact about Elder Scale Worm, it has 7 7s in it.
What?
Let's go back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Confirmed. It has 7. Holy moly.
A bunch of letters. Thank you for
Good
the
call.
fun fact of the day.
There it is.
That's awesome. To be honest,
You don't know what any of the slivers do.
the striking one's the first strike guy. I think the two-headed one has menace. Or gives menace. Bone Scythe, I think, is lifelink.
No, go ahead. Incorrect.
What do you mean incorrect?
Bone Scythe gives double strike.
Oh, and it's the big white guy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, dang it. Hive Lord's the indestructible.
Yes.
Siphon, that's the lifelink one. Alright.
What is in a name?
Alright, we've got our cards coming up. I can stop playing Guess Who with Slivers.
I also think that Jeremy should bring in Dragon Lord Atarka.
Oh, yeah, because we pulled that up.
Yeah, flying trample, and when it enters the battlefield, it deals 5 damage divided as you choose.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. Amulet. That's nice.
That seems like a solid start. That looks to be a Mutavault into an Aether Vial. Show me Ancient Stirrings. And now some potato salad.
Ooh.
Gets the Growth Chamber. What's it like when probably the most expensive card in your deck is either Abrupt Decay or Cavern of Souls?
Means you're doing it right. Alright.
Windswept Heath.
Trickbine. Archive Trap.
I mean, these are cards. Is that what you're?
No, but I
Oh.
should. That's not ready. Yeah, I should just run 4 Trickbines, 4 Archive Trap, 4 Shadow of Doubt, and just say you're never searching for anything ever. I won't ever win, but
I'll have fun.
I'll have fun doing nothing. And like 4 Spell Skites and 4 Thing in the Ice and
Overgrown into Immutable activation, hitting Jeremy down to 18.
Just chipping away. I think he's happy to rely on his Aether Vial and doesn't have a 2-drop Sliver here, so.
Jeremy, not a whole lot of action.
Not yet. Really setting himself up here.
There's a Hive. Here is a Mana Weft.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. I'm starting to recognize them now.
Yeah.
Must be a deck.
It's a thing.
Got an Aether Vial on 2. So, end step, we could see another Sliver coming in.
Mm-hmm.
Simic Growth Chamber, bounce. Transmute the Teleria West. Immediately throwing that Engineered out onto. Basically saying, you gotta do some substantial damage to me now. Plays the Sentinel Sliver.
Well, does he have the Hive Lord?
Plays the Hive. That'd be pretty good.
That could be a way for him to keep his dudes alive.
That's the name of the game, keeping the dudes alive.
Mm-hmm. We'll swing in. Vigilance helping him out. Dropping Jeremy to 15.
The Rot Farm.
Feeling rotten. Let's see what he's playing.
Bounce the Growth
Loading
Chamber.
6.
Oh,
Seems good.
here's
Getting some lands. Yep, decides, hey, you know what? I could gain some life. That Raging Fountain seems fine.
Yep.
Gaining 2, back to 17, so 17 all.
Instep.
There's that dude. The mystery.
It's the Frenzy Sliver.
What's the Frenzy Sliver do?
All creatures have Frenzy 1. Whenever Sliver attacks and isn't blocked, it gets +1/+0.
Mm.
And Jeremy says, that's fine. I'm going to blow up the board. Get rid of all your Slivers.
Yeah, we're not putting up with no Frenzied again. Because with each of them having it, that's a lot of triggers. Serum. Draw cards. Scry 2. Well, does it matter? Because you're going to search your library anyway.
Oh, I see the Dragon Lord. I spy an Atarka.
Ooh.
Plays the Slayer Stronghold.
Trigger.
Attack like this.
Make a dude.
Mana Weft.
Mm-hmm. Oh, uncollected. Okay. Trying to get a decent amount of blockers out here.
Looks like 2 Gale Rider, maybe?
Yeah.
And a
One of those is
Sinew.
fine.
Okay. Alright, so that's not bad.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what kind of lands he's going for. Almost opted for double Gruul, but decides Rot Farm and Gruul's where he's at. Turning these to hand. I can never remember the activated ability lands from Boros. The Stronghold or the other one. One's the haste and
Slayer
vigilance.
Stronghold.
Is that the Slayer Stronghold?
Yeah.
The other one's Double Strike. See, I can never remember the.
Dang it! No, I know it. It's something Sanctum.
Hey, there's your dude.
Yeah. Got there, and look at that! Just wipes the board because it's just like cow. Bam, bam, bam! 5 damage.
So Devin was like, man, this collection should seal the deal for me. I should be able to start to stabilize. No.
Nope.
Dragon Lord Atarka, sharpshooter. Hey, well, another collection could help.
Gets 2 Sinew.
All right. Now, Dragon Lord's pretty scary, especially if Devin doesn't have any flying.
Sunhome.
Just concede.
Fortress of the Legion.
There we go.
Ew.
Seagrove 77 saying this is an unwinnable position. Look, even the fire spout's coming down.
Just one
Let me just
removal
blanket the
spell
board.
after another. Let's go to game 3. Everyone, let's get excited because for the second time tonight,
We get to see what people brought
we
in.
get to see what people brought in.
Let's pull up their sideboards again.
Who would you like to read?
Well, I mean, you were reading Jeremy's, so you
Sure.
can tell me what he brought in.
Sure. He brought in the 7/7/7/7/7/7 Elder Scale Worm, the one of Fire Spout, the one of Engineered Explosives, the one of Dragon Lord Atarka, and the one of Radiant Fountain. And he takes out one Azusa, one Slaughter Pact, one Heartless Summoning, one Pact of Negation, and one Hive Mind.
He's running Heartless Summoning?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's rude.
What's real nice is a 4-cost Titan.
Yeah.
That swings for 5.
Ew. All right. So Devin on the other side decided, hey, I could really use a Bone-Size Sliver and 2 Harmonic Slivers. And he's going to take out 1 Diffusion Sliver and 2 Frenzy Slivers. So, but the Frenzy one's one of the game. Having all of his creatures have Frenzy, I think, allowed him to win.
Yeah. But your Bone Scythe.
Is the Double Strike?
Yeah, and your Harmonic.
What does the Harmonic one do again? This creature comes into play for target artifact or enchantment. Okay. You want to get rid of the amulets. That makes sense. Alright, I can see that. And Double Strike is nice. I'm not a Sliver player. You know what? Seems fine. Seems good. Let's do it. Let's get ready. But just hope that Dragon Lord doesn't come down.
You almost were a Sliver player.
Almost. I still have some of the stuff for it. I just haven't committed to building it yet.
Yeah.
You know? I think because I'm also like semi-interested in Standard right now.
Semi.
Uh-huh. Oh, wow. We're off to the races here.
Boom. Gale Rider Sliver. Go.
I would like to fly. A gemstone. No Ancient Stirrings or Serum. That's fine, though. Bloodstained Mire. Are we getting Blood Crypt here?
I mean, naturally.
Oh, Overgrown, actually.
Mana Weft next.
Seems fine. I mean, it allows him to cast Collected next turn.
Yep. And really, that's the name of the game with these collected decks. It's just like, how fast can I do it? Oh, yeah, he's got it in hand. Definitely. Oh, okay, Predatory Sliver.
So I'll swing 2.
Yep. By the way, it's flying.
Wow, look at me go. Turn this, float a purple. Move to discard. That's tough.
Yeah, that's not good.
I mean, that's when you're probably feeling good if you're Devin. Like, okay, cool. He did not land an amulet yet.
Yeah.
I'm feeling good.
Probably gonna drop that sinew, boost up the team a little bit more.
Yeah.
Swing for 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 damage on the next turn.
Devin taking his time, making sure his deck is thoroughly shuffled. 2-headed, or is that Harmonic?
That's actually the Sedge.
Oh, if you have a swamp?
Yep. +1/+1, and you can regenerate them.
So 6 this turn. Nice. Nice swing here. 14 to 12. where Jeremy's still trying to get online.
Yeah, I mean, this is not an ideal start. And now it looks like he's probably counting up the damage. Collected.
Ah, smart. Let's just get rid of it all. You're starting to get some footing? Well, I'm just going to rip that rock out from under you.
Yeah.
And Devin's back at it, rebuilding his sliver.
I mean, that's... He's got 4 damage now.
Finally we get some ancient stirrings coming on. Jeremy really looking for like an amulet here. Ghost Quarter's not bad because, you know,
Because it's Ghost Quarter?
If your opponent's playing those mutavaults and stuff like that, which has had a factor into the previous games, I think, you know, finding a Ghost Quarter from this is fine. Nice.
Azusa. We've played 1 land. Now we get 2 more.
Turn Gemstone. Turn Ghost Quarter. Is that the haste one?
Blur. Blur, Sliver. Here's 6 more damage.
Flying.
Oh, it's actually 7. Blur starts out as a 2. Yep.
So dropping Jeremy to 5. Dragon Lord in hand.
Yep, he's got the Dragon Lord. But does he have the mana?
What does he cost? 7?
He does have the mana.
Does.
Wow. How...
Because he's got that Ghost Quarter. And
How timely.
How timely. Let me wipe your board. Well, you deal, what, 5 damage divided as you choose? So... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's gross. One to this. We'll do 2 here. And 2 here. So all of your dudes die.
Yep. And Devin just with 2 cards in hand. Looks like a Vial and a Collected.
Missing that land drop again, looks like.
Here's a Predatory.
Yeah, I guess at this point you're just like, alright.
Yep, just dump your hand.
I mean, 8 damage is a lot. Oh, and Vigilance.
It's 10.
Hey, you know how you were sitting there, 14 life, when I was at 5?
Yep.
No, 1 swing, I'll bring it down to 4. Bingo, for swinging for at least 10 damage. You have to give it to Jeremy for not panicking during this whole match. Like, really, even like, moving to discard, taking his time to really build up. He's like, you know what? my deck is reliable enough with the cards that are in it that I know I've got answers. If I just pick a few pieces here and there, survive for a little bit longer, I can make it work. Now, Devin missing out on land drops.
It definitely hurt him in this game.
Yes. And with Primetime coming down, he pretty much is going to be putting the nail in the coffin for Devin at this point. So what do you think about Devin's deck, the Slivers?
I think that it's positioned very well in our metagame at Common Kung Fu. Jeremy loves Fire Spout.
Yeah.
And he loves the Fire Spout type effect.
He does.
So Devin was just positioned very poorly to Jeremy's luck.
Mm-hmm.
Being able to draw, I assume Jeremy would have to run at least the way he drew the Fire Spouts in both Game 2 and Game 3. He's got to have like a 1-of in his deck normally, so he's bringing in a second one. And here comes Collected. But I think overall, the Slivers deck is very powerful. The whole all other... Wow, yeah, nothing.
Yeah.
Basically, the way Slivers were worded back in the day, all Slivers got it.
Yeah, so your opponents would as well.
Correct. So if your opponent's not playing Slivers, it's
all
awesome.
your stuff.
Yeah, it's all your stuff. And then that second, I think it was 15, M15 when they printed Slivers again. 14 or 15.
Yeah.
You saw the wording change a little bit where it was Slivers you control. So that you weren't just getting the hugs.
People were a little bit annoyed with it was like Slivers I control and my Slivers have legs. Because the Slivers back then were like...
We get upset about the silliest things.
Right, like the Slivers were like weird worm dragon thingies with like... Yeah, they're like snake things. Like... You know what I'm trying to say.
I got it.
And now they got legs and arms and running around.
Now they look like humanoids.
Yeah, back in my day, my Slivers helped everybody and not just my team. And they didn't have legs. The internet. But Slivers weren't able to do it against lands.
No, it was not.
A little bit short. Like, I feel like that game, if Devin had gotten
just one
more land, he could have sealed it up.
Yep.
It was very close near the end there, but like that Dragon Lord Tarko was just like
timely.
I'm just gonna wipe your board.
Timely.
Yeah, like if there was one more +1/+1, things could have been completely different.
Yep.
So like that Collected could have really swung things differently, but like Devin's playing a deck for fun, and Jeremy's playing a deck for keeps. Essentially, like he's grinding this deck out, practicing with it. He really enjoys playing this deck.
Yeah.
It's a strong deck. Places highly at tournaments. Slivers does not place highly at tournaments.
All the time, but when it's there, it does.
So we've got one more round.
I'm just saying, Adam Bowman's been on covers twice.
He has. He really
when he's there,
we're gonna see some Slivers.
That's right.
Let's check our points. We got one more round to go, let's see where we're at.
As we're checking point totals, guys, we will be putting up a giveaway for one of our fantastic Modern Magic Mondays stickers. All you have to do is be following the stream. So be sure to hit those follow buttons as we're getting things queued up for round number 5, which, guess what we got going on?
Bauer and... No, we're seeing whether or not 2 9-pointers.
Mm-hmm. Yo,
Drewski!
happy Monday, Drewski Brew. Thank you
Um,
so much, dude, for that $10 donation.
we are going to be seeing. We haven't seen TJ or Dwayne on camera yet, so.
You would be correct.
Ooh, so round number 5.
Round number
And
5.
Tyler asking, what? Slivers aren't banned?